Hey, so welcome back to more of Let's Play EG everybody, and welcome back to Sector Z. We're heading into a new area this time around known as the Inner Prey. If you recall, this teleporter right here was blocked off, but I managed to unlock all the requirements for it, and those are pretty steep to be honest. You need to have found all 10 posters, all 10 ribbons, unlocked all 4 hidden skills, all the secret weapons, and a couple other miscellaneous things. Essentially, you need to have done everything in the game. And even then, you still gotta get past these barriers right here. Looks tough at first glance, but the Nano reboot allows you to slip on by and grab the final weapon of the game, the Null driver. So meet the Null driver, the last weapon of each's arsenal, and easily the most bizarre. If you felt the banana gun was bad, well, check this out. Whatever you call this, that's what the Null driver does. Whether it be tile swapping or generating wormholes, it's pretty crazy, and definitely one of the best in-game weapons I've ever seen. It's just a great reward for having done everything, you've finished everything, and now you get to tear the game up and just have a lot of fun. So for now, I'd like to head on into Sector 2 so we can play around with the Null driver a little bit more. Didn't really get a good look at what it can do in the Orbital Dimension Haven. However, here is a great place to test it out. Now, the Null driver does a lot of good and bad things. For starters, it's totally possible to make a sector unwinnable by using it too much. You might accidentally transform a teleporter into a Tazan soldier, and then you can't win. It happens. But it also does a lot of good things, like I said, and if you look down the bottom right corner, you're gonna notice we have a few more points this time around. 99 to be exact, the most in the game. So I'm gonna go ahead and take advantage of this good fortune right here and level up strength to 10. Because the Null driver is the only way possible to level all skills to 10. So if you ever wanted to do that, well, here's a weapon for you. By the way, Cybernetic Endurance eliminates the knockback on the Devastator. Pretty useful if you're looking to fight Tor with that weapon. So what else is the Null driver capable of? Well, a lot of objects will turn invisible, and getting around the sectors can be pretty difficult. You need to have a good idea of their layout if you want to get through. It also likes to do these repeating tiles and backgrounds, and that can just get plain annoying, even a little dizzying. So sometimes you'll find a terminal that'll drop an exploding banana for you. That's pretty weird, but sometimes you'll find a container, and if you crack it, it'll have Dan inside of it. The Null driver also spits out an invisible shock splinter every time you pull the trigger, and if you do so in the presence of Blitz, they're gonna transform into globs and globs of useless nano. Just a lot of weird shit going on with this weapon. But hey, that's why we love it, right? Of course, all of this pales in comparison to the majesty and glory that is a Null driver Tor fight. Easily the most bizarre thing in the game, bar none. If you like having character portraits, enemies, and other sorts of weird shit rain down upon you, well, this is the fight for you, my friend. And finishing Tor off with the Null driver gets you a special little something.
See.
So welcome to the final area of the game, Sector Y. This is basically just Sector 1, except completely devoid of anything. There are no enemies, no ammo, no nano, no health, no obstacles, no shield doors, not even a thing in any of the logbooks. Completely empty. Just you, your guns, and the music. Sector Y was apparently based off of Out of This Dimension, a special level in Star Fox. You couldn't complete it, and you can't complete this one either. There is absolutely no way to win, except for shutting off the game and returning to the main menu. Very unsettling, to say the least. Especially with this background. I do not like these repeating backgrounds at all. But yeah, absolutely nothing here. Well, actually, that's a lie. There are a few things, a few points of interest, and we're heading to the first one right now. It's where we found the supercharge and how we got into Sector Z. Now, if we walk over here, we're gonna find that no sector is complete without a poster. So here's Sector Y's poster. If you can't read that on the bottom, it says this poster cannot be unlocked for the sake of mankind. Not a huge deal though, because it's just Sector Z's poster flipped upside down and given a red tint. What's more disturbing is the fact that anytime we try and fire our weapons, an error message pops up saying, "Nano weapon malfunction." So even if you wanted to, you can't dig around with any of your weapons, including the Null driver. Kinda sucks. Next thing we're gonna be looking at are the beta testing quotes for EG. Probably the most unusual thing in Sector Y, just because it's so normal. The next thing we're going to be taking a look at is over at the end of the sector, so let's go ahead and make our way on over. And we can keep checking these logbooks even though there's nothing in there. So the final logbook tells us to duck while holding enter for 10 seconds, and hey, I'm not one to say no to that. So following those instructions activates clown mode, which makes every step we take a squeaky little squeak for maximum silliness. And if you get yourself into a cutscene with clown mode activated, you're gonna find that EG is playing the part perhaps a little too well. See y'all next time.